shopping here tonight, and I looked it up. It, at one point, was the Philippines' largest mall. I think now it's like sixth. Oh no, sorry, it's sixth in Asia, and like number 3 in the Philippines. Anyway, it's a huge mall. It's awesome, and a fun place to visit and a fun place to shop at and eat at when you're in the Philippines. Anyway, just walking back to my hotel tonight and thinking about and reflecting how much has changed in the Philippines over the last 40 years. I mean, certainly places like Mall of Asia didn't exist back then. But God, so much has changed. I mean, I remember when EDSA was it had 4-way stops, like intersections with 4-way stoplights, where everybody came to a stop and waited for their turn. And now it's just flyovers and express lanes, and we thought the traffic was bad back then, but 40 years later. Anyway, it's got me just reflecting and thinking back on how much has changed in the last 40 years since I first came here. And, I love it. I still love it so much. I love it now just like I loved it when I first arrived. There's a jeepney. Go, jeepney, go! I love the fact that jeepneys are still around. In fact, just recently they were trying to get rid of them and replace them with something else, like a modern, air-conditioned, more environmentally friendly, etc., etc. And the old jeepneys are still here. So I'm so grateful because that is classic Philippines, right? There's a few things you think of when you think of the Philippines, and just by sight alone, and the jeepney is definitely up there. The jeepney's got to be world famous, right? Anyway, I'm reflecting, and as I'm walking back to my hotel, I'm just thinking, God, so much has changed. And I guess maybe if there's a theme to this video, it is despite all that change, how have I changed? How have you changed over the last few decades? If you're watching this video, chances are you're my age or older, and you've had a lot of time go by and time to think about what has changed in your life. And just how it get. I mean, maybe you get like that too. When we get older, we just get more reflective sometimes, and we think back, and we think about how much has changed. And then again, the challenge is, how have you changed? So, I mean, I've changed in so many ways, but then again, I feel like I'm also sort of the same person I was back in the 90s, back in high school. Certainly when it comes to understanding the Philippines as a country and its culture and its people and its language. But yeah, hopefully I've become a little bit more wiser and make better decisions. Yeah, my love for the Philippines hasn't changed, and hopefully my understanding of it hasn't changed. One funny small thing that I noticed now versus decades ago is that everybody's got their head inside a cell phone, a smartphone. How have you changed? What's different about you as time has gone by? Maybe you don't believe something you used to believe. Maybe you don't feel a certain way about something or someone, or maybe you don't think about things a certain way like you used to before. Maybe you're older, wiser, hopefully. Maybe leave a comment below about something that has changed over time and how it's affected you. All right, that is it. I think my walk from MOA is almost up. SM MOA, they call it. Such a cool mall. Anyway, if you like this video, found it entertaining or thought-provoking in any way, do me a favor, give it a like. It really helps me grow. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.